Tesla CEO Elon Musk is facing a subpoena from the U.S. Virgin Islands in relation to its lawsuit against J.P. Morgan Chase. The island's government is unable to find Musk and wants a judge to serve the subpoena on Tesla instead. The U.S. Virgin Islands is suing J.P. Morgan Chase for allegedly enabling and concealing Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking enterprise. The island's government claims that Epstein could have referred or tried to refer Musk to J.P. Morgan Chase. Never back down, the super PAC backing Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said that 4 New Hampshire legislators flipped from Trump to DeSantis as it rolled out endorsements from 51 lawmakers in the state who signed a pledge to back DeSantis. However, Harvey Bolia said in a telephone interview that she is endorsing both DeSantis and Trump. Iowa and New Hampshire are of outsized importance in the Republican nominating fight because their caucuses and primary are the first 2 contests. Mr. Beast is buying up an entire North Carolina neighborhood for his friends, family, and employees. Critics called the move culty and accused him of creating a company town that would ultimately benefit his business. The YouTuber said only he could get cancelled for giving people a place to live with no strings attached. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa said he spoke with Putin and Zelensky by phone and they each agreed to host a delegation of leaders from 6 African countries to discuss a possible plan to end the war in Ukraine. The leaders of Zambia, Senegal, Republic of Congo, Uganda and Egypt would make up the delegation along with Ramaphosa. The U.S. ambassador accused South Africa of siding with Russia in the war in Ukraine and even providing weapons to help Moscow. The Kremlin wants Kyiv to acknowledge Russia's annexation of the Crimean Peninsula and the Ukrainian provinces, which Ukraine has rejected. Ukraine wants Russia to withdraw its troops from all occupied territories and face a tribunal for crimes of aggression. Massachusetts U.S. Attorney Rachel Rollins is resigning after a Justice Department investigation into her ethics issues. The Inspector General's office probed Rollins' appearance at a political fundraiser, her use of personal phone for work, and a trip to California paid by an outside group. Rollins was a controversial pick for the U.S. Attorney job and faced fierce opposition from Republicans, who accused her of being a radical and a pro-criminal ideologue. She was the first woman of color to serve as a district attorney in Massachusetts and the first black woman to become U.S. attorney for the state. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon will stop paying its non-writing staff members on Friday due to the Writers Guild of America strike. Other late-night shows such as Late Night with Seth Meyers, Late Show with Stephen Colbert, and Jimmy Kimmel Live are keeping their staffs compensated during the strike. Fallon's senior photo researcher Sarah Kobos tweeted about the situation and criticized Fallon for not attending a meeting where the staff was informed of the pay cut. President Joe Biden will return from Japan on Sunday and skip visits to Papua New Guinea and Australia due to the ongoing debt ceiling negotiations with congressional leaders. The U.S. could default on its debt as soon as June 1, according to Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, who warned of an economic catastrophe if Congress fails to raise the debt limit. Both parties remain divided on how to address the issue. Sources familiar with the talks said some possible areas of agreement include reclaiming unspent COVID-19 relief funds and reforming the permitting process for energy projects. However, Democrats and Republicans have different views on how to separate the debt ceiling from the 2024 budget. TMZ documentary claims Britney Spears drinks coffee and energy drinks by the gallons and stays awake for days. The documentary, Britney Spears, The Price of Freedom, aired Monday on Fox and Hulu. TMZ executive producer Harvey Levin said Spears sometimes stays awake for 3 days at a time and has a constant fear of being taken to a psych ward. North Carolina's legislature voted to override the governor's veto of a 12-week abortion ban. The GOP's supermajority voted to override Democratic Governor Roy Cooper's veto of a bill that includes exceptions for rape or incest and a life-limiting anomaly in the fetus. The ban is a less restrictive threshold than other conservative legislatures have implemented. It includes exceptions for rape or incest and a life-limiting anomaly in the fetus. Some provisions of the law, including the ban on abortion after 12 weeks, are set to take effect July 1st. The North Carolina measure will place new restrictions on abortion access. It will require an in-person physician visit at least 72 hours before receiving a surgical abortion. Doctors must also make available a real-time view of the fetus and allow women seeking abortions to listen to the heartbeat of their fetus. An unknown man entered Jake Sullivan's home at 3 a.m. in late April without being detected by Secret Service agents guarding his house. Sullivan confronted the intruder and told him to leave. The intruder appeared to be intoxicated and confused. The Secret Service is investigating the incident and has deployed additional security precautions for Sullivan and around his home. Megan Fox revealed in an interview with Sports Illustrated Swimsuit's 2023 issue that she struggles with a mental health condition which causes her to think negatively about her appearance. She said that she has body dysmorphia and never sees herself the way other people see her. "There is never a point in my life where I loved my body, never ever," she revealed. Kayla Unbehan was 9 years old when police said her mother, Heather, abducted her in July 2017 from South Elgin, Illinois. A photo of Kayla as well as a photo of her mother were shown at the end of a 2022 episode of Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix. According to television station ABC Chicago, a store owner in North Carolina who had seen the show recognized the girl at an Asheville shopping center and called police. Her mother was arrested Saturday in Asheville and charged with child abduction, a felony, before being released on bond.
Thank you for watching. Please support our efforts by liking and sharing the videos. Don't forget to subscribe to get our regular updates.